I recently asked for ideas that you guys had for videos, and my friend Deepak got back to me and said that I should do something that relates to one of the big concerns that people have in the world nowadays, which is losing your job. And this is obviously a concern with everything that's going on, because it's like, oh my God, what do I do? So it's a pretty reasonable and pretty common concern. And so I came up with 3 reasons or 3 ways to sort of talk yourself out of worrying about it. And the first one is going to be, you can't tell the future. So you don't know that you're going to lose your job. You may be worried about it. You may have some indications that that could happen. You may say, well, if this happens and whatever else it might be. But in reality, you can't tell the future. You are wasting all of that energy that you could be using to do other things, such as a good job. So when we get into this trap of trying to tell the future, we actually end up tricking ourselves. And we think that we're far better at telling the future than we actually are. So what we'll do is we'll come up with 100 scenarios of what could happen. And if one of those scenarios comes true, we say, I'm a genius. I can tell the future. I knew this was going to happen. But in reality, you didn't know which one of those 100 was going to come to pass. So let that go as much as you can. There's not really any need to focus on things that haven't happened yet. Save that energy for when they do happen. The second thing is, when you act scared, you take on the traits of prey. Prey acts scared. Sorry, there's something happening out there. I don't know what's going on. Prey acts scared. And when prey acts scared, what it does is it gets the attention of predators. So if you're acting scared, if you're afraid of losing your job, then you're going to behave in that manner that is like prey. So prey, you think of them like always looking around, always nervous, always, spending all of this energy trying to watch for the lion, watch for the whatever else that might be out to get them. And they're putting all of that energy into that instead of putting energy into doing a good job, putting energy into doing good work. And so it becomes a form of self-sabotage, which then becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. You get yourself so scared, so worked up that you might lose your job, that now you've lost all of this productive energy. Now you're not doing as quality of work as you would do. And so now you make yourself more likely to be fired. And number 3 is reliance on outcome. So there's only one outcome. I just did a video about this recently. There's only one outcome, and that is death. Everything else is just a step. And of course, some people may argue that death is also just a step, but we will say for your present lifetime, be that one of many or the only one, death is the only outcome. So do you really like your job that much? I mean, is it something that you're dying to keep? Maybe if you don't like it, maybe this is a good opportunity to start thinking about that and say, well, wait a minute, maybe I should be looking for a new job anyways. If you call it a job, it's not really your passion or your love, so it's not going to be that big of a loss, to be perfectly honest. I mean, there is the whole income thing and all of that, but then we get into trying to predict the future again, which is going back to step 1. You're trying to say, well, if I lost my job, then I wouldn't be able to pay my mortgage, then I would lose my house, but you don't know any of that yet. Maybe losing the job causes something else to happen, like getting a better job. Who knows? We can't predict that until it happens. The only thing that you can do is do the best in the situation that is presently happening, because everything else is just wasted energy. And you might get some free time off. So it may not be that bad anyways. You might get some extra time to spend with your family, with your pets, to sit in your backyard. I don't know, whatever it is you like to do. Maybe you have more of an opportunity to do that you wouldn't have had before. So don't rely on this outcome of, I have to keep this job. There are many ways that things in life can be better than they are presently. So don't always assume that they're going to be worse. Don't fixate on this particular outcome of keeping this particular job. There are so many different things that could happen. Just kind of relax. So I recommend that you keep doing your best for whatever situation you find yourself in. Not for any future situation or any what ifs, but continue doing the best for the situation that you're in presently, and continue doing your best for whatever situation comes up. Whether that be you lose the job and you have to do something else, do your best at that time to resolve that situation. If you keep your job, do your best at your job. Whatever it is, just keep doing your best, and at the very least, you will always know that you put in that effort to do your best. And please just relax. That's going to be your best thing, is if you're not acting scared, then you're telling yourself that everything is okay. If you can get yourself to relax, then it puts you into a feedback loop where your mind and body now say, oh, well, I've relaxed. I've gone past these cycling thoughts. Everything must be okay. And that sort of feeds back into other situations, other interactions that you may have. And so you get to be the calm one. You get to be the example. And you get to be the one who's walking around not afraid, like the lion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please share the video if you liked it. And be sure to hit the like button. Have a great day.